Hello and welcome to Learn Penang Hokkien. My name is Tim and I'm here to teach you the language. Today we are going to learn how to build sentences in Penang Hokkien. Penang Hokkien is very easy to learn because most of the time the sentence structure is exactly the same as that of English. Of course, there are situations where the sentence is quite different, but for a start, we will look at the ones that are the same. These are enough to get you started in the language. Let's start with something very easy. A noun. Let's say man. In Penang Hokkien, that's lang. Now, let's turn it into a subject, the man. In Penang Hokkien, hele lang. Notice that we use the definite article the in English, while in Penang Hokkien we use a demonstrative adjective which translates loosely as that, because in Penang Hokkien there is no definite article. So the man is translated as hele lang. Now we add a modifier, the old man. In Penang Hokkien, hele lao lang. Again, the sentence structure is exactly the same. Now we have a sentence with a predicative adjective. The old man is happy. In Penang Hokkien, hele lao lang hoa hi. Notice that the predicative adjective happy translates as hoa hi. And there's one thing that's missing. The linking verb is not translated in Penang Hokkien, because when we use a predicative adjective in this structure, we don't use a linking verb. Let's turn the sentence around. Now we have the happy man is old. In Penang Hokkien, hele hoa hi lang lao. Once again, you don't see the linking verb in the sentence in Penang Hokkien. Now let's do a sentence with a predicative nominal. The old man is my uncle. In Penang Hokkien, hele lao lang si wa e pet. Now the linking verb appears in Penang Hokkien. Where you have a noun, as in this case, wa e pet, which is my uncle, we need to put the linking verb in. And it looks almost exactly the same as in English, but in the other way around. In English it's is, in Penang Hokkien it's si. So it reads as hele lao lang si wa e pet. I turn the sentence around again, and now we have my uncle is the old man. Wa e pet si hele lao lang. It's the same way with the linking verb at the center. Now a sentence with intransitive verb. The man sleeps. In Penang Hokkien, hele lang kun. The whole structure is similar English and Penang Hokkien. A sentence with transitive verb and object. The man eats rice. Hele lang jia pui. Also here, the structure is the same with a transitive verb followed by an object, a transitive verb jia and the object pui. Let's add a question tag to our sentence. The man sleeps, doesn't he? In Penang Hokkien, hele lang kun me. The question tag in Penang Hokkien is a particle. It replaces doesn't he. Now a sentence with an auxiliary verb. The man can't sleep. In Penang Hokkien, hele lang be kun. A sentence with an auxiliary verb and a question tag. The man can't sleep, can he? Hele lang be kun nia. Again, the structure is exactly the same. A sentence with a question word. Who sleeps? In Penang Hokkien, chui chui kun. A sentence in English with a subject auxiliary inversion. Does the man sleep? Here, the structure is different in Penang Hokkien. It says, Hele lang kun nia. You will notice that in Penang Hokkien, we do not have subject auxiliary inversion. That is to say, we do not put an auxiliary verb in front of this sentence. Instead, we use a question tag in the form of a particle which stays at the end of the sentence. Again, a sentence with a subject auxiliary inversion. Can the man sleep? In Penang Hokkien, Hele lang e kun bo. Once again, there is no subject auxiliary inversion in Penang Hokkien. The auxiliary verb remains where it was, not in front, but within the sentence structure, and we add a question tag at the end. So, can the man sleep translate as Hele lang e kun bo. A sentence with direct object. The man sells books. In Penang Hokkien, Hele lang be che. Structure is the same both in English as well as in Penang Hokkien. A sentence with indirect object. The man sells me books. In Penang Hokkien, Hele lang be wa che. The structure is again the same. A sentence with object of preposition. The man put the book on the table. In Penang Hokkien, Hele lang he che ti to ting. Notice that whether you are using a present tense or a past tense, there is no change in Penang Hokkien because there are no tenses in Penang Hokkien. Other than that, the structure is more or less the same. An imperative sentence. Put the book on the table. In Penang Hokkien, he che ti to ting. Again, the structure is the same. An imperative sentence with adverb. Please put the book on the table. In Penang Hokkien, tolong he che ti to ting. Again, every word follows each other and the structure is exactly the same. By using the examples I have provided, you can build quite a number of sentences in Penang Hokkien. Simply replace the words I use with those you can find in the Penang Hokkien Online Dictionary. Get familiar with the sentence structure and you are fast on your way to using the language. So that concludes our lesson on building sentences. For more lessons, please go to Learn Penang Hokkien in Penang Travel Tips. If you have any questions, you can post your questions at the Learn Penang Hokkien Facebook group and I will try my best to answer your questions. So this is Tim signing off, wishing you Kam Sia Lu Che Che.